You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris. What is up, everybody? Oh man, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. Remember the days when I used to do these weekly? Should I bring that back? Maybe, possibly. I kind of want to. I've just never found the right day and time that works good for people. But I'm part of a company called Livestream Pros, and we always teach people just do it when it's convenient for yourself. So I need to take my own advice and our own advice and do that. But it's kind of hard to when you have a full-time other job. But I digress. Welcome in. How are you guys doing? Was your holidays great? Let me know. We got a bunch of people in the house today. Fantastic. Ender Lady, welcome. We got Tom, Rico. What is up? How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing swell. I know. I miss you guys. I miss you too. It has been too long. Very too long. I want to. I think I made this promise last year, so maybe I won't promise it. Maybe I'll just say it's something I really want to do. But I want to bring back live streams weekly next year in 2022. I think I said that for this year. I only did a few of them. So maybe I'll start doing them more in 2022. But we got some fun conversations happening in here. I wanted to address Tom. You're from the Netherlands. Midnight, crazy, by the way. And you were asking the photos in that little slide. Fun fact, those are old photos. Those are my. I'm going to be updating that for next year. But pretty much all those, like 95% of those photos were taken on the SLR 680, and then a few of them with the Instax. It's over there. The Lomo Square glass, but mostly Polaroids, and then a handful of SX70 sprinkled in there. This year's is going to be different, or at least for the photos I did for this year. I didn't use the SLR 680 that much because it's on its way out, and I'm pretty sure it finally died on Christmas. It's got issues. I got to send it in for repairs. But anyway, I'll get to that later. I did see a fun comment. Where is it? Man, where'd it go? I saw it. I think it was from Rico talking about the there it is. The White Whale Mint RF70. Exactly. One day I'll get one of those. Maybe. I want one. I do. But man, those are expensive. Yes, you did. Welcome. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. It has been a minute. Hi, Chris. Loving the live stream. Thank you so much. As I'm getting caught up over here. Hope it will be a trend for 2022. You saying for the live streams? I hope so too. I really do. A lot of longtime viewers here may remember I used to do the weekly live streams. It was Sundays at 5, but I have since stopped. I need to get back to that. But yeah, I do enjoy live streaming. Like I said, I am part of a company that teaches live streaming. We're actually doing a live streaming. It's a summit coming up in a couple weeks over on there. If you guys want interested in checking that out. But anyway, I digress again. I need to get back into it. What is going on, gaming with Superman? I want to game with Superman. I'm doing great. You do love live streams? Fantastic. I've been saying this too for ever since I've set up my studio in here. I need to get a better system for my comments, but I've yet to really find a great solution. So I'm constantly looking over here, and the microphone's right here, so you're probably not even getting a good audio. So I apologize. Nice, thanks for that info. You're welcome. You fantastic. Yeah. Oh no, I know the beast. I know. It's so I have it over there. It's actually kind of good timing. It's never a good time for a camera to break, especially that one. But I've been meaning to do a video on sending in cameras to be repaired, and I have a few companies that I would love to work with. One I'm pretty much just X'd out. And there's another one that I will be trying to work with a little bit, see about maybe we can collab a little bit. I don't want them to do it for free, obviously, but I would love to bring awareness to them and, you know, just have more people involved in what they're doing, and maybe we can just work something out, because I know repairing an SLR680 is not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap, even though, as you guys may know, I only paid $20 for that camera. So really, the repair of this thing is going to be the price of basically what you can go buy one used for. I guess they're all used at this point. But yeah, so it's kind of good timing that it broke, so I could actually send it in and do that. But that'll be coming down the line, because I probably will still have to save up some money to get it fixed. You'll send me mine for review? That would be fantastic. For the RF70, that would be, I'd love you forever if you did that. Send me a message on Instagram. I'd really appreciate that. Maybe work something out. I know, it's so sad. How you liking the Nomo app? It's pretty fun. I think it's pretty sweet. Some people were hating on it. Some people are loving it. It's pretty cool. Right now it's snow. Well, in my area, snow is like, oh, we got like an inch of snow. But we got some snow. I can't really go out and shoot photos. But I did go out a couple days ago, and it was cool to snap some photos with my phone. It was still instant photography, kind of. And I have a follow-up video, like I said I was going to make on it, where I'm going to use the Polaroid photo filter, whatever you want to call it for that, and then print them out with the Polaroid Lab. So it's kind of a hybrid of both. I think it'd be pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. What is up? What was it? Kamasiki? I butchered that. I am very sorry. Love all the Polaroid love. Fan of the channel now. Well, thank you so much. Stick around. I got some fun stuff coming up. Really appreciate it. The audio is good. Well, it better be, because this is a very expensive microphone. But I'm trying to like kind of talk this direction, because the microphone's coming this way, so hopefully it picks me up okay. I need to get this over here. But the reason it's over here is because I have my overhead shot, which is over here. So it would be right here, and just wouldn't really work out very well unless I put it over here. I'll work on it. But yeah, anyway, I digress again. Audio 5 out of 5. It's not even a 10 out of 10. I'll take 5 out of 5 though. I appreciate that. Hey, what is up? How's it going? Oh yeah, cool idea about the Nomo and Polaroid Lab. Yeah, there you go. And I might even do, I don't have it, but some people have been talking about, you know, hey, you're gonna do a review on this. What is this? How'd that sneak there? Oh my god. The Instax wide printer, I thought that'd be kind of fun, or even picking up the Instax mini printer and seeing about doing a video basically like using the Polar Lab and the mini, and pretty fun. I don't know. This is an idea. Where's my whiteboard? I got literally probably 100 ideas on the whiteboard, plus some sticky notes that have got to transfer to the whiteboard. There's so many video ideas I've come up with. It's kind of crazy. Where's... Okay. I did put a Batman out there after you'd said that. When was that? Like earlier this year or last year, probably. And I think I moved it recently for something. I think my nephew was here and I gave it to him. Not my nephew, a friend's. I call him my nephew. It's just a friend's kid, and I think I gave it to him because it was a Lego. It was a Lego, dude. Yeah, I don't think I have it anymore. I have some over there though, just not on the set. It's funny. Cam Mackey did it. How rare is the 2x Polaroid 600 film? What do you mean 2x Polaroid? I don't even know. Oh, like the double pack of 600 film? Is that what you're talking about? Like the 2 packs of the new Polaroid or the vintage Polaroid? Basically pre 2008. Let me know. Clarification. As a former radio operator, we only use the 5 scale. Oh, it's good to know. It's high praise then. Appreciate it. Not a camera question, but have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? Of course I've seen the new Spider-Man movie, as you can see. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but there's scenes in that movie that I wept. I wept. Maybe if I do this, like you guys will know what I'm talking about. If you've seen the movie, hey, let me get rid of comments. This scene, you know what I'm talking about? Oh. Whew, got me good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying the Now Plus. I don't even know what you're talking about. We don't talk about that here. But I'm still new, so we will see if my opinion is the same. Well, let me know about this mysterious camera you're talking about, because it doesn't even register in my brain waves there. Instax is currently much more friendly on the bank account. It is 100%. And if you guys didn't know this was news to me. I had to ask the people in the Discord. There's a link in the description if you're not part of it. I don't have a pit for it. I knew there was something I was supposed to make. I only got one for the good old members Patreon. You get a Discord one. But I had to ask people this. Polaroid film went up in price. A couple bucks. And apparently all film has gone up again. For everything, even Instax. So that's unfortunate. And yeah, so now a pack of wide film is over $20 now. It's like $21, $20, something like that. And it was like, I mean, Amazon was telling them all day long for like $16.50, but now it's $20. It's kind of unfortunate, but definitely cheaper than Polaroid for sure. We got here. Instax is currently much more. Already add that one. Yes. The new packs. What was the original question? How rare is it? Right now, apparently pretty rare. Probably just because of the holidays. I went into Target. I posted a picture on in the Discord too of the instant film aisle on Target. Nothing. Not even a single camera. It was completely wiped clean. And that's been most of my findings across the board anywhere I go. I did find a 5-pack at Best Buy. Almost bought it because I'm low on 600 film. I actually only got 1 pack left. I think I only have 1 pack of 600 film, white frame that is. I think I have some other. I have some duochrome left, and I think I have some round frames left. But I'm pretty low on white frame or the standard frames. So the double pack, I would say right now, kind of rare-ish. You can buy it just directly from Polaroid though. They always got that stuff stocked. But locally, it's kind of hard to find, in my experience. I can only find double packs now. Only find double packs? I have yet to find double pack other than the 5-pack. It's kind of hard to find. Not gonna lie, I don't understand it either. What are you talking about? That mysterious camera? At least you order from the website, definitely. Yep. At least in Europe, it's the same thing over here. And I'm assuming it's just because of the holidays. They just haven't restocked it since then. But yeah, hopefully it's that, because it'd be very sad. Because I do prefer to buy it directly from Polaroid. However, if you're in a pinch, I don't want to stop shooting or wait for film to show up in the mail. I'll go to Best Buy or Target and pick it up. Walmart is now selling it, which is pretty cool. But I prefer buying it directly from Polaroid for a few reasons, but I still have great results with Target stuff, because a lot of people say, oh, it's been hanging forever, it's not stored properly, boo-hoo, all that stuff. And that can be a factor depending on, how old it is, but I honestly haven't noticed any major issues with it. I'm going to go travel later today and get it. Hopefully they got some. Yeah, that's what I saw yesterday when I went to Target. But nothing, or just double packs. Last time it was filled with the brim. That's lucky. That's pretty cool. I can't even find film in my area. See, that's kind of been my thing. Even Instax and Mini, I was struggling to find some, because Christmas time, any family gathering, I like to bring my Instax Mini camera and give it to my nephew to shoot around, and I have some photos from Christmas this year. But this year, I let him use the wide camera because I couldn't find any mini film locally. I was all out. So I gave him some wide film, and he had a blast. His framing's atrocious, but he nailed a few, and it's always fun to see him watch it develop, because he's never seen some of that stuff before. So it's kind of fun. Instax is king in terms of budget. Yes, always will be. Longevity and colors, absolutely. Polaroid is king on nostalgic. 100% agree. But like for me, I don't catch the feels. Yeah, so I know you're more towards the Instax stuff, right? And you got the RF70 jelly. Totally jelly. I agree with you on all fronts. If you remember earlier this year, I did a video. It was Polaroid versus Instax and like just cold weather, like going outside and shooting. And I've also done expired Instax film versus Polaroid film. Instax film, and its stuff is bulletproof, man. If anything, that stuff ages like fine wine, and it gives you better pictures, better results if it's past expiration. I was shooting 2 expired film from 2016, I think it was, and that stuff was sharper than the like normal stuff, or the in current non-expired film. It's great. However, I don't like the cameras, so hopefully this RF70 sways me more. Not that they don't have bad cameras. Like, I do love my Instax 210. It's great. It's fun. It's fantastic. You get some good pictures. It's great for landscapes, for sure. Love it for landscapes. But it's plastic lens, which again, I'm not necessarily like, it's not like a bad thing, but I just can't see through the lens. I love being able to frame it up. That's why I love Polaroid, plus the nostalgia factor. I don't know. I love them both, just in different ways. It's like your kids. You love both your kids. Just kidding. You love your kids, but just differently, right? No, I wouldn't know. I don't have any kids. Walmart has Polaroid. Yes, it does, and I believe that's a new thing as of 2021. Maybe end of 2020 they started carrying it, but I used to go in there and they got nothing. But now they started to carry it, which is cool. I like that. About 5 boxes of Instax Y today for how much? Oh, $53.50 US. I was gonna say $400. What? Where are you at, Chris? Where are you at? Oh, here in the Norway. Come on, this Chris. Read the comment, man. Read it through. Finish it before you ask questions. 5 packs, $50. I mean, that's not bad. That's the going rate. That's like, yeah, that's pretty standard nowadays, because they're about $20 a pack, $20 a pack. Over here now, so that's the going rate. So there you go. Walmart never has Polaroid for me, but Target never has Instax Mini. Weird. Yes, and if you do go buy Instax Mini, well, I don't know about now because of the new price increase, but Instax Mini is where Walmart is where I buy it. It was $13 for a 2-pack. It's probably $15 now, which is great, because everywhere else it's like $15 for a 10-pack. Doesn't even make sense. So Walmart's the go-to place for Instax Mini. But it'll be interesting to see next year how things change and develop. Maybe, no pun intended. Maybe who knows? Maybe if the price goes up, people are gonna stop buying. That would be very uncool. Whoa! Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Very, very. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Can you give videos about pictures floating in water videos? What's that mean? Floating in water. Like take a picture and throw it in water? Is that what you mean? I would say if I had to pick a winner, it would be Instax, because they're like sealed plastic. Polaroid has some paper to it, so they probably dissolve a little bit, like some of the back. If that's what you mean. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Cool face. Hey, thanks. My mama gave it to me. I almost never purchase from the website because I'm too lazy. Yeah, I mean, it's great for getting film that's going to be the best quality, being stored and handled properly. There's no middleman there. It hasn't been hanging on a shelf for who knows how long, 6 months or so. So there's that. But yeah, it's not as convenient. Not as convenient. But and there is one aspect I do love purchasing from Polaroid. One, you're supporting the company. Love that. And like the storage and handling, all that stuff too. But you also get a little bit of rewards points for purchasing there, and then you can get a little money back. Not a lot. I think I've gotten a handful of free packs that way, so it's a little lighter on the wallet. So there you go. There we go. There we go. I'm hoping for 2022 we get better film prices. Fingers crossed. That will not happen. It just went up. It just went up, and it's only going to go up, unfortunately, because supply and demand. We're in a digital age, and film is kind of down here, and digital's up here, So, unfortunately, it's only going to go up as we go along. So, it's kind of a bummer. I think I was talking about emulsion lifts. Yes, that is something I've been wanting to experiment with. It's been on the list for about a year. I just haven't gotten to it. That is what I want to do. It's hard to film those types of experiment videos or like making videos or like maker videos by yourself. Setting up the shots and stuff. It can be done. I've done it. I used to have another YouTube channel. It's still up, but I don't post on there anymore. But I did a lot of making stuff, like prop making and 3D printing and stuff like that. And those videos are so time consuming to create. You have to set the cameras and lights and stuff. So shooting stuff like that would be not as difficult, but I think in my head I've just like, it's gonna be so much work, so much time consuming to film that. I just haven't had a friend come over and film it for me. But it is on the list. I've been intrigued to test it out and see how that goes, amongst other things that actually I'll get to in a second. But loving your comments, loving them. I think it's when you cut the borders of the transfer the water. Yeah, the emulsion. I've wanted to experiment with that. Hey, what's up, Pav? Welcome. Hello. Glad you could stop by. Glad you could make it. Well, the store handles them perfectly. I purchase only from them. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't had any major issues. I just checked the production date on the Polaroid film. If it's been sitting, if it was made in like March and you're like buying it in like September, I mean, chances are that's been sitting on the shelf for at least a few months. So it's hit and miss on that, on results. But honestly, the Polaroid film has gotten so good in the last few years, or better, I should say, that stuff doesn't really have much effect on your pictures, especially with expired film. You guys have probably seen some of my videos I've done on that, and I'll be continuing to do those. I've got some more that I'm going to do. I've typically been making those part of like the Halloween special that I do each year. And don't worry, that there will be one coming next year. I've got something crazy planned for that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, because some of it might involve potential trespassing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we can talk about that later. But I have some that I'm going to be doing just off frame that kind of leads into what I was going to talk about. That I'll just do normal anyway. But I just picked up 3 boxes of peel apart film. Not gonna work. Guarantee this stuff is no good. But I'm gonna start doing some of those videos as well. I actually shot one already from earlier this year that I never did anything with. With Fuji FP100. I went to the last Blockbuster and shot some photos, and it was really fun. But I didn't. I never finished that video. I didn't really have a great angle to the video. It was just kind of like, hey, here I am. Here's me taking photos, and I kind of like to add a little bit more value to my content than that, a little more education, a little more backstory, maybe like, maybe I'll do a history of it. But there's so much of that already out there that I just kind of just put it on the back burner and nearly forgot about it. But I will finish that off. I'll find a fun way to incorporate that in the future. But I just picked up, like I said, 3 boxes of this. Maybe, was it 4? Maybe just 3. And 2 boxes of Spectra. All expired, obviously. This is when was this? When does it expire? This was before the bankruptcy. 99. $19.99. There's no way this is gonna work, but it should make for a fun video. I got it all for 20 bucks, so it was a cheap video there. It's gonna be pretty fun. But I recently got 2 100 tab. Okay, that'd be pretty cool. That's stuff that I want to do too. That I was supposed to do last year or this year in collaboration with another. Well, he doesn't do YouTube. He's a film company. How do I describe that guy? He's really cool. We were working on a project, shot a bunch of stuff. We were getting ready to launch a Kickstarter for some things, and I think it just fell off. But there was some conversions that were going to be part of that. So I have a bunch of it shot and most of it edited, but I've been waiting for the approval to post it. Who knows if it'll come or not. Better year Polaroid like 2021. It's a better year to make Polaroids like 2021. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Man, I am. Hopefully, I'm not falling behind. I'm getting a lot of comments. Hopefully, I'm not missing any of you guys. Usually, Polaroid film doesn't even sit on stores for too long. They go quick. Yes, that is also true. But unfortunately, this part sucks. It gets stolen. And then the reason it doesn't get restocked is because the system doesn't know it was sold. It still thinks it's on the shelf. And so they're getting better about putting it in like those acrylic cases or even behind like a glass case. But if that continues to happen, then the stores just won't order it anymore. And that could also be a small downfall to film. So watch out for those sweet deals on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace for $5 packs of Polaroid film. There's a bunch of people on there selling that stuff. Yeah, that stuff's stolen, 100%. There's no way they just happened upon that and be able to sell for $5. It's stolen. There's somebody on there that even has an Instagram account dedicated to selling Polaroid film for $5 a pack. Yeah, come on. It's stolen. Okay, one question. How do you know that Polaroid film expired is? I think I recognize you or know what you mean. So over here, here's the empty box. So on the side of these, you'll see. Let me get a good glare for you. Maybe my focus isn't set for this high. Well, you can kind of see it right here. I don't want to mess my focus up, but it says 7/21, meaning that's when it was made. That's the production date. It was made in July, and Polaroid claims that you'll have the best results within the first year of that date. So 1 year, anything after that, quote unquote, expired. But it doesn't mean it won't work. It will. You just might get some interesting results, and a lot of people prefer that. In fact, I do prefer some of them. I like the expired Stranger Things film. It has beautiful pictures, but it's getting harder and harder to find, obviously, because it was a short, limited run, and now people are starting to sell that stuff for quite a bit of money. Luckily, I bought a lot of it. FYE and ThinkGeek, before when ThinkGeek was still around, they clearanced out those packs for $6. There was $6 a pack, and I found 6 of them, and a friend of mine found like 3 of them, so I bought them all. And then I loved it so much, I just started going crazy and started searching and hunting eBay, and I was spending anywhere from $15 to $20 a pack at that point. So literally at one point, I was probably sitting on like over 30 packs of it. And I think I still have like 9 packs left in the fridge. And that stuff is crazy expired now. It's like 3+ years expired. And I'm still getting results out of it, which is surprising, and pretty good photos, I would say. But yeah, so typically within 1 year is quote unquote expired. Long answer for your question. There you go. Manifesting for more money for film. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Y2K. Exactly. For sure. Man, I'm skipping over comments here. Hey, what's up, Matt? Hey, Chris. Just on my break at work. Want to pop in? What's up? How's it going? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Your channel is a big help on tips with Polaroid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It inspired me to start collecting. Just found a cool cam and Impulse for $4. Yeah, that's what I like. I do have an Impulse, and it's the rare blue one, but it doesn't work most of the time. The flash has issues. Let's see if it'll work. It doesn't work. I have to like kind of jerry rig it a little bit, and I can get it to work. I'm not gonna sit here and fiddle with it, but once I get it to work, then it'll work every time until I close it. But yeah, Impulse. This is the rare blue one. There's 3 rare ones. Blue. The green one, is that the rarest one? I think the green one's the rarest one, or potentially the yellow one. The blue, green, and yellow are the rare ones. This one's the low rare one. But yeah, anyway. Cool camera. Ooh, just bought your first Polaroid. A 1 set plus. Excellent camera. Actually, it's right here. Look at this. Right there. I'm pretty scared to take my first pictures now, though. I don't really know what to do, what to photograph. Any tips? Interesting. If you don't know what to photograph, depending on where you're at. I do a lot of my shooting indoors. Well, I mean, I have a studio in here, so I got some space and some lights to use it. But go outside and just take pictures of things you wouldn't normally take a picture of, like your car. Who cares about your car, right? Unless you have a really cool sports car. But you'll care in like 5-6 years from now and be like, oh man, I remember that car. It was a piece of crap, or it was amazing, whatever it might be, right? It has its own little story. Or just take pictures at your work, because you're not going to be working there forever, right? A lot of times. A lot of times you may work there for 5-10 years, move on to something else, and then you'd be like, oh man, I wish I had some photos back then. Stuff like that. Or your animals. Unfortunately, they're not going to be around forever either. So it's cool to have photos of that stuff. What else would be a cool thing? I don't know. Just things that you wouldn't normally take a picture of, I guess would be my answer. It is a good camera. Absolutely. Don't think about it. It's a fun part of seeing what comes out. Just have fun. Exactly. That is a great answer. Oh, there's a blue one for sale like an hour away. Get it if it's a good price. If it's under $100, it's a good deal. This one I bought. They claimed it worked. I paid $65 for it, and then it didn't work. But it's kind of interesting. I tried to work with them. They're like, no, screw you. It was on Facebook Marketplace, and I had never had to file a claim through PayPal, or not PayPal, through Facebook before. I was like, oh, yo, this doesn't work. And PayPal, I keep saying PayPal. Facebook, I opened it, and they were like, sorry, boom, here's your money. Just keep it. No questions asked. Kind of crazy. So I got it for free, but it doesn't work. It needs repairs. So I'll have to spend some money to get it working. But yeah, if you can get it for under $100, you're doing pretty good. That one typically goes for $100 to $120, sometimes as high as $150, but definitely don't be paying that, like, unless you're really desperately wanting it and it's the only one you can find and you know it works. $30, get it, man. Pounce on that, because even if you don't want it for yourself, you could resell it and buy more film. That is something I did videos on that earlier this year. A lot of the stuff that you see I've paid for in different ways than you would think. Either buying it, flipping things, finagling stuff. Unless it's a brand new camera that just came out, then I'll just buy it. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I don't think Polaroid even likes me, unfortunately. But what's something you wish, a Bluetooth feature you would want in the Polaroid app? What's something I would wish for? I don't know. They kind of have it all pretty locked down, pretty good. They got some sweet options in there. I don't think I have an answer for that. The manual control gives you most of everything. Maybe better shutter speeds and apertures, but that comes down to the camera itself. But that would be the only thing I guess they could add into the app. I do like it get a little bit better. Like maybe this is something I forgot to mention from this video that I did recently. Inside the app, let me back up. On the camera itself, you got +1 and -1 exposure compensation right there on the camera. In the app, you get more options for exposure compensation. I believe you get 2 +1 or +2 -2. So that's a neat feature. Maybe it might even be 4. I think it's just 2 though. I don't know why, but I have a collection of Polaroid stuff. All I have is the 1 set plus, and super cool with it. Okay. Oh yeah, binoculars. I am shocking about. Love it. Love it. Can you get it rescanned? That is something that I'm looking into, honestly. Because you can buy the gray ones for $20-$30 all day long. And this is the AF one, the autofocus one. And I thought about seeing if I could just take this off and put it on one of those. But I haven't experimented with that yet. I've only had this for about a month or so. I've got a lot of other stuff going on. But I just think it's a cool, sweet camera. It's literally like binoculars. But, yeah. There is some stuff I wanted to talk about. But love your questions. Keep them coming in. Keep them coming. I think the Polaroid people love you, even though they will never admit it. The Polaroid people or the company Polaroid? Because the Polaroid company themselves, I don't think they like me. I have talked to them. I even did a Zoom call with them. From that one video I did about that one camera. I don't even know what that one was. What was that camera? I don't remember. But it was about that one. And yeah. Anyway, I digress. I love the company. I love their products. Just not that one. Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's up? Oh, wait, my bad. It's $20 for the blue one, but it's missing the rubber eyepiece. Buy it right now. $20. Get it. And then you can just buy a cheap, like, other one and just, because these just pop off. Pretty sure. Yeah, those just pop off. You can just buy an older one and just take it off. Worth it. Worth it, I would say. I would jump on that. Company only cares about profit. Yeah, I mean, a business has to. But Polaroid, I would say they definitely aren't as bad as most companies. They're a great company. They listen to a degree. And they try to right some wrongs when they can. But that's really all I can say about that. What's up, Dave? What's going on, man? Do you think there's shot more film this year than last year? Yeah. Thousands of... easily 1,000 photos this year. Easily. Trying to add up that dollar amount. Or trying to not focus on that dollar amount. I've shot way more. Way more. What camera? Exactly. I don't even know. Somehow it snuck up here earlier. And I had to toss that. I don't know how it got there. What's up, Frank? I love you too, man. From Italy. Wow. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go there. No, but we were just talking about that a little earlier. It is on my list to do, actually, of, to try. I haven't tried it myself, though. Don't tell anyone, but I like you much better than that obnoxious... No disrespect, but that deserves a standing ovation. No disrespect to Ben at all. I just never gotten a comment like that before. That's funny. No disrespect though. What do we got here? What does the feature aperture do? What does the feature aperture? Feature aperture. I've never used a feature. Feature aperture. Like aperture priority? Is that what we're talking about? Is that what we're talking about? Aperture priority? Don't count those number. I know. I'm trying to forget that too. Okay, so real quick. Keep those questions coming. Keep those comments coming. Just keep chatting. I love it. But I want to remind you guys real quick. I hate doing this stuff. But I also think this is really cool. And remind you guys, today's the last day to order my book. Or pre-order it. I'm only doing one run of these, and it's going to be gone forever. This is the second one I've done. I think it's pretty cool. It's all instant photography. It's of my hometown, actually. I'll show you a couple pages. Not all of it, kind of give you guys a little sneak peek and for some stuff that you look forward to. But it's all shot in my hometown of Hazeldale, Washington. But yeah, they'll come signed and stamped. I got a fun little stamp made now. And yeah, so I kind of made it like a, what do you call it? It's like an unofficial tour guide, like a survival guide or whatever. What was I calling it? I don't remember, but it's all like that. So it's all like, it looks like it's thrown together, like field notes, field guide. That's what I was calling it. I think I write it in here. So it's like a little unofficial field guide to my hometown. Where the heck is Hazelvale? It's pretty sweet. There's like notes about places. Here, I'll just skip to a random middle page. Fun stuff. So I shot it with like, well, I'll show you that page. Where is that one? In the back of it, towards the end, I show, there it is, some of the cameras that I used. A little blurb about it. It's pretty cool. Get out there, make some art. It's pretty sweet. If you guys remember, I did a book earlier this year, at the beginning of the year. It was from last year, though. That book, which I actually have some left. 4, to be exact. This was a beast of a book. Look at this thing. So I wanted to make a book that was a lot more affordable. This one was a little bit more on the pricey side, not like crazy amounts. But I wanted to make the next book a lot more affordable so a lot more people can get on this. So if you want to grab one of these, there's a link in the description. It's only $35. And it'll be signed. And yeah, today's last order. I'll be putting the order in this weekend. And I should get these within a couple weeks, sign them all, send them out. So you should have these like mid-January. That's my goal. And hopefully that works out that way. And then if you want to grab them on the original book, I've got 3 left. 4. We got 4 left. And these will also come signed, and there's a link for the description as well. I'm really pleased at how this one came out. This is the only one in existence. It was my proof book, and it actually came out first try. It's pretty sweet. Shot most of these with polaroid cameras, mostly. There's a few Instax in there. Mostly with the SLR 680 and a converted SX70 to 600. Actually, most of those I think were shot with that, to be honest. This year I kind of used that over the SLR 680 because the 680's got issues and it's RIP at the moment. It's resting, well, on the table, but it's not working right now. But yeah, 8x10. It's pretty sweet. I'm not doing hardbacks this time, or a hardback option, just straight paperback, because I think it added to the feel of, this is like a quote-unquote thrown together field guide. You kind of take a trip down through my little hometown of Hazelvale. It's kind of a cool place. And you even get to check out I made my own mark in that town. That's my old store, my old business. I owned a retail shop there. Sold it to do film full time. But yeah, anyway, link in the description. If you guys are curious about it, want it, support the channel, all that good stuff. There you go. And there's some other stuff on the website too if you're interested. Like if you missed some of the monthly print club photos, those are backlogged on there as of right now. Only a few left. They all come signed. If you want to see them, I can show you. I have them right here. But anyway, enough about that. That's just a little bit of house cleaning. If you want some of my stuff. All right, back to the fun comments and questions. I feel like Chris is starting to like that mysterious. Well, I don't even get the reference. I don't even know what you mean. Don't even know what you mean. I did kick one around here somewhere. There's something down there. Yeah, that's about my face. You said you'll be adding new content to the analog world, which will include Super 8. I wish. I think Dave from Noptop, where'd he go? Where'd Noptop go? He's gone. Him and I have been talking about doing something like that, but man, it's so expensive. You talk about instant photography being expensive. Whoa! Super 8 is a whole new world, whole new ball game. It's like something like $100 to $150, somewhere in there, just to get like 3 to 4 minutes of film or video, essentially. Like, that's the cost to buy it, the cost to develop it. It'd be fun to do once, don't get me wrong, and I really would love to do it once. I've never done Super 8, but man, how could someone sustain that? If you're not like a production film type, like a full-on, like I don't even know. It blows my mind. It's expensive, so I don't know. And plus, you have to have a camera that you know that works. So you have to fork out that cash, buy a camera, hope it works, throw that film in there. It's something I want to experiment with, but my gosh. How much is it? Oh, wait, the book? Yeah, $35. $35. I'm looking for cheap mini camera. Have you ever tried Lomo Instant? So I have a Lomo Square that does mini. It does both. It has a a removable back that you can change. It's just the film door itself that you can shoot mini. I don't prefer that one. Framing on that camera already is really hard, but I love the camera itself. It's great. But shooting on mini, whew, it's really hard. A cheap mini camera, I would go with I did a video on it recently, 2 months ago. It's the Sharper Image. If you can find one of those, it's about $25, which are which one with 3 lenses. I would go with the Sharper Image. It shoots a mini. It's pretty cool. You get good images. It's like the Mini 9 essentially, but it's sideways, which is cool. I would go that route. The Lomo Instant, I haven't used that one. I'm trying to add a lot more Fuji Instax content coming up, so I'll be getting more of those cameras. And yes, I will get the Evo. I get that question all the time in the last couple of weeks. It's not out in America yet. Once it's released in America, I'll pick it up. I'll fork out the $200 for that camera. It's $200. But I will get it and do a review on that one as well. Well, thanks for stopping by. Peace. Chris, I saw a few vids from your channel and how it motivated me to buy a Polaroid. Thank you. I mean, I guess you're welcome. Or sorry. It depends how you look at it. And that's exactly what I did the same night I bought a Polaroid now, and it's awesome. You're welcome. Hopefully it's not that other camera. What is it called? I don't even know. Words escape me. But welcome to the curse of instant photography. Super 8, yes. Shashing. Or is it worth it though, Dave? Is it worth it? I mean, yeah, I think so. If I can find a camera that works, I want to do it once in my life. I will pay the money. That'll hurt though. It's just that thought. Once you pull that trigger, then you can hear it click. It's just like money. It's just hard to do that on the regular. Do you know if filters like blue can help with balancing magenta shifts from hot temperatures on S6L? Yes. Been struggling with the hot pink looking pictures on my yes, but not to I think the extent you're maybe wanting. Most of that stuff counteracts like the fluorescent tungsten lighting like in rooms. Like I was in a mall shooting. Where was I? I was in California somewhere. And I was in the mall and I was shooting them. They're all coming out just nasty orange looking. That's where a little blue filter comes into play, and it will counteract it and make it more clear. But I don't know. It probably won't do much in what you're trying to do. The magenta shifting. That's in the formula itself. So I don't know how you'd be able to get away from that, unless you're shooting something that is already magenta and you wouldn't notice it. But the filters would only work for like the lighting, scene lighting, to kind of like counteract it. Are you working with Corridor Digital yet? I saw you had a pic with Ren. No, I'm not working with them. Almost did, to be honest. I applied there in 2018, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's no way to confirm this, but part of their stipulation of applying, you had to upload a video to your own YouTube channel, unlisted. And I sent the video in, and they watched it. They had a 1 view. I can see that because it's my video. I can see how many people have watched my videos. And so they watched it, and then like a week later, it had like 12 views. So they watched it at least 12 times, right? Or maybe 6 times or something like that. Because if you pause it and play it, it might count as another one. Or if you accidentally refresh it. So let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just cut it in half and say 6 times. That has to be like I was in the running, right? It has to mean I was in the running. But no, I don't work with them. I've met them multiple times. They were actually looking to move to Portland, Oregon, which I'm like 15 minutes from Portland, Oregon. I'm in Washington, Vancouver, just over the bridge, and they were going to be potentially moving. And in fact, they did actually choose Portland. They were in the middle of it, they told me. And then I think it was Ren. He wasn't going to, which I think is really cool. Ren couldn't move. And they're like, okay, cool, we're not going to move because Ren's too much of a valuable asset. They couldn't lose him. So they restructured the company to stay in LA, which is pretty sweet. But no, I've hung out with them a few times. Got some photos with them. And that's the end of that. That's the whole story. I shoot so much Instax Mini, yet I don't even own an Instax camera. What do you shoot with then? Like a Lomo? Is that what you said you had? A Lomo? Hello from Indonesia. Hello. Hello, hello. Worth it. I know. I want to do it at least once. Yes. Ish. If you want to do a video about it. Yeah. No, where is that? I have... Where'd it go? Well, as I just kick stuff over. I have this, but I also have a main camera. What did I do with that? I moved it somewhere. But I got one of the Coke cans, 35mm. I'm doing a video on this. I was waiting for all the film to shoot. I think there's one left. Might be one photo left on that. Yes, I do shoot some, not a lot, and I do have plans to do it. I had plans to do that content this year, but instant photography took off like crazy, and so I put a lot of that stuff on the back burner and thought maybe I should just focus on instant photography and grow this channel that way. And then in the last month or so, I was kind of analyzing the sustainability of instant photography on the channel. One, it's expensive, but two, if you look at Polaroid's YouTube channel and look how many subscribers they have, they're not even growing, and those would be my audience. It'd be you guys, right? And so that audience is tiny, 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 tiny. I can't really grow my channel to be able to sustain any sort of like income. Essentially, I don't really make much money on this channel directly. It's starting to, like, I'm starting to get sponsors coming in. I'm in talks with some of that stuff, like paid ad stuff. I know I talked about that in the previous video, and some other things. And so, like, well, how can I broaden that out a little bit? Well, maybe I'll bring back some of the stuff that I was originally gonna do, and just still have this stuff and just kind of make a film channel, filmmaking channel, film photography and oddity stuff. Like, I have this camera. It's a Lego camera. Look at this thing. It's digital though, but it's made out of actual Lego bricks. Like, it was not cheap. I got a good deal on this and talked the guy down to $50 some, maybe even $60 for this thing. It's a digital camera, but it's made out of Legos. And I want to make a video about it. It's just kind of weird and cool, but it doesn't fit right with instant photography. So, like, how do I make it fit? So I went to Lego Land and shot photos with this there, and I shot some instant photos with it, like of it and things. I'm like, I gotta combine this somehow. But I'm like, you know what? No. I just kind of want to make it like, I'm gonna make a video about it. Just whatever, see what happens. But anyway, it's kind of a small tangent there. But I'm gonna be expanding the content in 2022 to things that I like outside of instant photography. Because one, I mean, I can snap away with this thing, and every time I push that button, it doesn't cost me $2. Actually, more now because of the film increase. So, yeah. But, and plus, it's just fun, and I want to share it with you. I think you guys might like it. Any suggestions on what kind of TLR I want to buy and not have me spend too much? So TLR cameras, for those who don't know, those are twin lens reflex cameras. And if you're talking about instant photography, there's only one. Mint makes a TLR camera. It's a top down. You look through, look through lens. Nope, it's down. Where is it? No, it's over there. And then there's film cameras that way, and I do own two of them. I own a Rolleicord, and I own a Yashica D. Did a video on that last year. I'd go the Yashica D. Not too expensive. You can pick them up for about $150. And that thing takes some sweet photos. I've done some, actually, right here. Check this out. Where is it? There it is. In the book, I share some stories about, this is the first book I made. And these are some of the photos I took with it, some of the first ones that I did. Oh, and this book's interactive. You can actually scan QR codes and watch videos in this book. But yeah, this is the camera I would recommend. It's super simple to use. You can typically find them in, these things are like tanks. They're like, they built them to last back in the day. It's simple to use, and yeah, I highly recommend that one for just getting started. I think I have some more in here somewhere for quality. It's a 120 camera, by the way, a 120 film. Here we go. This one was shot with film as well. It's a great camera. It's from the 50s? Early 60s, maybe? Something like that. Can you cheat and take macro shots on Polaroid as it is simple holding a magnifying glass? Yes, that's exactly it. And do I have some in here? No, I don't think they're in here. I do not. But if you use the adapter, I did a video. It's the X37 adapter for that's like 70 cameras. They have a thread. You can just buy the I moved it all. It's over there. You can buy a I think it's the fisheye lens or the super wide lens. But either way, that's a twofer. You can unscrew the lens into 2 pieces, and the other one's a macro lens, so you can get just right up in there, like inches away. But be careful. If you guys watched my review of that video, if you're that close to your subject, when you push the button, you gotta pull away really fast. Otherwise, the photo will just shoot into it and cause the photo to like either bend, crease, and then not develop properly. So be careful with shooting macro with instant photography, but it can be done. But you can also use a magnifying glass on there too. Just have to kind of finagle it a bit. yeah, I do. That is a plan, and I think I will do it. I love doing live streams. I love connecting with you guys. Like I said, I'm part of a company that teaches and educates people on live streaming, especially if you are content creators yourself. Live streaming is a great way to interact with your audience and grow your channel, all that stuff. And the reason I think I didn't really do it as much this year is because I became way more full-time with that company. And so shooting my own stuff, shooting their stuff, editing my stuff, editing their stuff has become more than I'm working 2 full-time jobs essentially. And technically I'm on vacation right now because of the holidays. So that's why I've had so many videos come out in the last couple of weeks on this channel, is because I've been working just solely on that in the last couple of weeks. But so adding live stream to it's like, oh my gosh, it's another thing that I got to do. And sometimes finding the schedule to make it happen that correlates with not just mine but them. Weekends, I don't work on the weekends, so I could do it on the weekends. So I think that's what I'm going to do next year, because I definitely want to bring back a weekly live stream. They're a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for updates on that. I found a good deal on a 35mm film camera and thinking of buying it. Should I? Yeah, if it's a good deal. Where's mine? I got it for $10. Oh, it's over there. It's a Nicker mat, 35mm. Thing's a tank. I got it for $10 at some it was like a buy sell trade store in Oregon, and I figured why not give it a shot. It was a Nikon mount, and I have lots of Nikon lenses, and it works great. I've shot some rolls on it. How many I shot? I shot a bunch. I have some I need to get developed still, and I was going to do a video on it. Never did. But if you can get it for cheap, yeah, go for it. Go for it. You have to get rid of all your fridge film and keep one pack. Which pack are you keeping? Oh, if I could get rid of more. Honestly, only one pack. That's a good one. Outside of specialty film or just any in general, I think I would keep the Stranger Things film. One pack of that. That stuff's so cool. And the pictures you get with it are just really nice. I don't know if it's because it's expired or that's just how it was. I assume it's a kind of a combination of both. But that Stranger Things film has been my favorite to use. It's really nice. And I'm hoping, praying that for the new season of Stranger Things, they bring back some new Stranger Things film and even a camera. Guys, if you can find the Stranger Things camera, mine's back there. That thing has gone up in price. Holy crap. It's the 1-Step 2. Honestly love that camera, by the way. Fantastic camera. It's become one of my more favorites. But that camera, if you can find it for cheap, and I'm talking under $100, buy it, because that thing is going for like $300+ on eBay right now. And there's only a few of them even available. I don't know if that's why, because people are like trying to raise the price of it. But guys, if you can find that, get it for a good deal. Plus, it just takes good pictures. I thoroughly enjoy that camera a lot. I'm working on a Polaroid Go TLR camera. Ooh, you're working on one? Let me know how that goes. Are you in the Discord? Join the Discord, or just shoot me something on Instagram. I'm curious to see how that goes. If you guys saw my dream camera for Polaroid Go, I added it to the end of, what video was that? I don't remember. Oh, it was my top pick cameras for next year, or my top favorite cameras. I wish Polaroid would make an SX70 body, but small for the Polaroid Go. Folds. Because the thing would fit in your pockets. So, oh my gosh, it wouldn't even need to be an SLR. It could, because I'm giving away all the stuff I want to do. There's one more model list I've never talked about. No one talks about it. There's the SX70 camera, this one, the SX70 sonar, which is over there, and then the SLR 680/690 camera. But there is another model of this no one talks about. It's a glass lens, it's everything, but it's not an SLR. Imagine this camera with no bellows right here, and you're just looking straight through it. There's like a weird little lens right here, and you do not look through the glass lens. And they could do the same thing with the Polaroid Go. Oh, that would be so freaking fantastic, because that film is perfect for it, and you can put it in your pocket. And they're marketing it as a pocketable camera, and it-ish. If you're wearing cargo shorts, then it's pocketable. But if that thing folds down, you could fit that in your pocket. It'd be like the size of a Nokia phone. You don't remember that? But anyway, I dream. I would only keep the limited edition Keith Haring film. Shit, boy. I have not used that stuff, and I kind of want to. I just haven't. And yeah, that would be really freaking cool. Actually, I should try this on that. Suggestions for best 3D printers. That's an interesting topic, because on my other YouTube channel, rest in peace, Toy Kings. Not really rest in peace. It still exists. It's still in the back of my brain. I did Make Yourself on there. I did 3D printing. 3D printing stuff nowadays, best budget 3D printers, you can buy printers for like $100 now, or even less. So it depends on what printer style you want to do, FDM, or if you want to do like an SLA printer, like resin and stuff. It depends on what you're wanting to make. I have two SLA printers. They're the Elegoo Mars, and then I have, it's pretty old now, but it's the Robo 3D R1. It's the SLA printer, and it's down at the moment. I printed this. It was the last thing I ever printed. This little milk crate for Polaroid. I got this idea from Dave, Noptop. It was the last thing I ever printed. It's clogged really bad. But it's a great printer, and you can probably pick that up for super cheap. I paid like $1,000 for it when it came out 6 years ago, something like that. And they've had new models come out since then. But maybe go that route. It's a pretty good printer. It prints large stuff. But printers nowadays, pretty much anyone you buy off the shelf, even if it's $100, it's gonna be good. That stuff's gotten so cheap and so good. I'd go that route. Did you realize you're bringing the price up by preaching about it so much, right? Which way are you talking about? Like the film? Which way are we talking about? Jonathan. Realize I'm bringing up the price. The price of what? The film? Let me know. I'm confused. Not the Model 3. Yeah, no one's talking about that thing. It is the SX70 Model 3. This is technically Model 2. Even though this one doesn't even say that. It just says Alpha. Not even Alpha 1 or Alpha 2. You can hear Paco. Looks like Paco's going to make an appearance. What's up, dude? I know. I'm talking to the fine people. I know. He likes to look out the window over here, but I have the shade rolled down for the live stream. And you're bummed. You can't go look. Come here. Come say hi to the fine folks. Don't be scared. All right. He's a little weirded out. He does not like his picture taken. At all. Like, he knows. When I hold these cameras, he runs. Model 3, I think. Yeah, it's the Model 3. 100%. I don't get the reference. But I think it's funny. Oh, I see what you're saying. The Stranger Things, I meant. Yeah. No, you're good. Lost context there. Yeah. But no, maybe not. Maybe I'm bringing awareness that's worth a lot of money. Therefore, everyone's going to go and sell it. And that means the price goes down. Supply and demand. There's only a few available these days, apparently. So if you have one, go sell it. Get it on there. That way you flood the market and everyone's forced to drop the price. But if you can buy one, honestly, I would probably pay $200 for that camera. I don't know what it is about that, but it takes fantastic photos. And I've had theories as to like why the flash isn't like so like focused. There's no hot spot. And I think it's because of the design of it. Like on the One Set Plus, it's like more elongated, and on the Now it's round, and plus it just looks smaller. I don't know, but that's a great camera. Whatever they did with that takes beautiful photos. My grandpa had an old Polaroid E100 Special. I don't even know how to operate it. I think I'm selling it. The that's probably the old where it's a peel part, it's pack film, but you peeled it in the camera still. It's probably one of those. It had like perforated edges. Unfortunately, that stuff's long gone. And there's people converting those to shoot Instax wide film, which is cool. But yeah, unfortunately, those are just kind of shelf warmers these days. I know, right? I got this idea from Dave. This is not my original idea. But how cool is that? I was about to make like an army of these and just have them on my shelf. Right now I just have them on my desk, and I store like photos I'm working on if I need to scan them or whatever, or if I just don't know where to put them just yet. Man, taking selfies with an SX70 is not easy. This was supposed to go in my latest video on the Mint Flash with the filter, but I didn't include it. But anyway, but yeah, the milk crate. Oh man, I was gonna make a video about this. Wrong button. I was gonna make a video about it. But like cool accessories you could do. I thought about uploading the 3D files and just to download for free, and potentially maybe make a small batch of these to sell. And I printed one. It failed on the printer. I had something set wrong. Printed it. Next time, perfect. That was it. Now it's clogged. It's been that way for about a month. But yeah, I gotta get that fixed. I want to make more of these. I want to get them in different colors. I think it'd be so cool. It took a couple tries to get it to where it was the right dimension to fit Polaroids in there, but I got it. Got it nailed. And it's so freaking cool. I think it's fun. I would love for someone to. I don't know what camera that is. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't talk about that here. Yeah, so Newland Camera, and what they're doing is making a Polaroid. Okay, let me back up. Though they have the cameras they're using are different. Those are like the 100, not the. I think they were looking at the 1,000 something. I can't remember what it was. The ones where like you pull the front down, and it pulls out the bellow. They're making a Polaroid back for that. I'm very intrigued with it. I definitely want to try and get one when it comes out, because it's been in the production or the testing phase for like a year now. And get one and do a video on it when it comes out, because it looks sweet. Do you know how can I shoot insects or Polaroid? Wait, do you know how can I make it shoot? Which were we talking about? Oh yeah, the EE100 Special. No, I unfortunately am not an engineer. I wish I was. That'd be really cool. I would just do some Google searching, do some YouTube stuff. There's a bunch out there on people converting that stuff. But unfortunately, there's nothing to really buy. There's like a couple people that sell some stuff, but you have to do some searching around. And most of the stuff you're going to find is going to be like Polaroid backs for like Mamiya cameras or Hasselblad type things, you know, like 120 conversions, stuff like that. But for those cameras, a lot of them are like you have to have that camera and you have to do stuff to it to make it work. The other stuff is a lot of like they can 3D print parts, and it's just like a little attachment that goes on. I don't think it'll work on that camera. Not sure 100% though. I buy that 3D print file to support the channel. Well, the file I'd give away just for free. If you guys got a printer, I was just gonna give it away for free. This, like, if I was gonna print some of these, I would probably just sell a couple of them, just a couple times. But I appreciate it. There's other ways you can support the channel. You can head on over to Patreon and join the monthly print club, or just join there's like lower tiers. The print club, I don't know why I don't announce it much, but print club, you get these fun photos, a little sent to your door every single month, like this one. The last Blockbuster was one of them, a little blurb about the photo, location, and what, here I'll do this because that's in the way, and like what camera I shot it with, things like that. What was another fun one? This one was cool. Yeah, and they're signed. This one I shot with Dave over in Ohio, of the largest mural I've ever seen in my life. This thing is huge. And I didn't know this. I don't know if Dave knew this. When we were there, that's where Kenner Toys is. That's where Kenner Toys was. And that's why that mural's there. I had no idea. So Dave, if you're still watching, that's what that was about in Cincinnati. I should know that. I didn't. But anyway, you guys can join the monthly print club. It's $10 a month. You get one of these sent to your door, plus all the bonus stuff on Patreon, like videos and things. All that stuff. And yeah, so I started these mid-year. When was the first one? April? I brought it back, actually. I'd done it over the previous years with something different. So I decided to bring it back. And then, so there's only 9 of them for this year. There we go. 9 of them for this year. And then, so then next year there'll be 12. And if you guys want to get some of the backlogged ones, I put them up for sale on the store. I only have a few left of each month. Like this one was cool. I really like this one. This one came out really good. Motel. That's in Hazeldale. It's also in the book. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. I don't plug stuff often, so sometimes I get excited. I'm like, oh, hey, this is actually seems like a good opportunity. I don't really like to go tell you guys to go buy things. I don't know. Not really what I like to do. Need some of them crates for my Instax wide. So yeah, these actually will also work. I have wide in here as well. Wides and Polaroids up in here. What is in here? Let's take a look. Let's see if there's any cool photos. Oh, it was my nephew. So some of my Christmas ones are in here. So there's my nephew. He loves the instant photos. There's me. My sister got me that shirt. It's fantastic. I thought it was great. This will haunt your dreams. Anyway, that's enough about that. So last year I did a live stream going like taking my best photos and putting them in an album. I did it as like a New Year's stream. I might do that again if you guys are interested. Just to kind of hang out. I go through all the photos I took that year. I'll focus on Polaroid, and I got one of their albums and just fill the thing with the best photos I took that year, my favorite ones. It was pretty fun last year, and I might do it again. It is. Looks like mini record album crates. Yeah, totally. Guess what they were? People use those for that. Sledgehammer? By Descent, you mean with a sledgehammer. Did I miss one? Did I skip one? I think I skipped a comment. That don't make sense. What's your favorite Polaroid camera? My favorite Polaroid camera would have to be the SX70 cameras. But more specifically, probably an SX70 sonar that's been converted to take 600 film. Doing a video on that in the coming weeks, actually. But outside of a non-converted, then probably the SLR 680 does it all. However, it's huge. It takes up a lot of real estate. The sonar, if it's been converted, like this one has not been converted. I'm going to be sending this in to be converted because shooting on SX70 film, a lot of people like that because it's like a different look. It is different formulas. I don't care about that. I like taking pictures. If you try to take a picture with this and the shade outside, hand holding it, you're gonna get some blurry photos most of the time. Not every time, but a lot of the time, because the shutter speed matches the ISO. It needs to stay open longer. So if you convert the camera to shoot 600, that means the ISO is going to be, the shutter is going to be moving a lot faster to compensate. So I like that way more than comes down to formula, because at the end of the day, it's having a good picture that matters, right? So that's what matters to me. So converted cameras are super cool, but definitely the SLR cameras are hands down my favorite. Besides the Stranger Things one, that's in there too. I wish my wife was more straight up with me rather than ask for a divorce. She just got me the now. Don't even know what that is, man. That sucks though. That sucks. Maybe you need to serve her some papers. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. Sounds like a good theme for next week's live stream. These converted cameras, is that what you're talking about? That is a good one. I also thought about doing live streams in conjunction with certain videos. I was testing that out on Instagram. I'd release a video, and then later that day I would go live on there and hang out and talk about the video. I was doing that a little bit, and that was pretty fun. Maybe I'll kind of do that again on YouTube, but round up that week's videos, because I'm probably going to start putting out at least 2 videos a week. Maybe. Well, like that's probably, I mean, I've been able to do it so far. I mean, I put out 9, maybe 10 videos this month. So you do the math. I've only used a few packs of SX70 film. Honestly, me too. I mostly use indie filters / lens on 600 film. Yes, you have to. But for summer, it's a wonderful film. Yeah, I mean, it does. Honestly, I've only ever shot 2 packs of SX70 film. I was in New York last year, and I went to B&H. Always wanted to go there. Got to go to B&H, and they had no film. I was low. I'm like, hey, I need some film. I'm like, no, we don't got any. I'm like, and they're like, oh, hang on, let me go take a look in the back. And they went in the back and they brought out 2 SX70 film. And they're like, I don't even know what these are. They're just kind of sitting there. And they're not in our system at all. We can sell them. I got them at a discount too. I got them for $15 a pack. At the time, SX70 film was $19, I think. And those are the only 2 packs I've ever shot. And I used them on a camera that the light sensor, didn't know this, but the light sensor had a little bit of corrosion on it, so it was overexposing some of my shots in super bright sunny days. So a lot of my SX70 film from those 2 packs are slightly overexposed, which sucks. But yeah, I've only ever shot 2. I don't really care, to be honest, about SX70 film. 600 is where it's at. It's where it's at. I know the annual picture review as a theme for the yes. Yeah. So, last year, well, I don't have plans this year either, so I probably will do it. So I think it was on New Year's Eve during the day. I think it was New Year's. I have to go back and check. It was either the day before or the day of. I just did a live stream. It was like a 6-hour live stream or something like that. It was pretty long. Just like hanging out, and I was going through all my photos. We're just asking questions, and it was a good time. Just going through them and building out some of my favorite ones. And I'm pretty sure I think I'll do that again. That would have to be in just in a couple days. When is New Year's? What is today? Today's the 29th. Oh, it's just a couple days from now. So I would literally have to do it Friday. What's going on Friday? Maybe I'll do a Friday stream. What are you guys doing on New Year's? I don't think I got anything going on. Might do it like early in the day though, so like at noon. That way, if you guys have plans, you can still hang out and do both. Ooh, here we go. Real talk though. Love to contact your videos with the transparent paper hacks was so cool. So many people have commented about that to warrant me to do a dedicated video on that. I didn't think it was going to be as like impactful than it had become, which is really, really freaking cool. That was also a thing I did last year. I experimented with it, and then it was an idea that I kind of scrapped. A lot of stuff I scrapped. I don't know if I should talk about it, but there was I'll say this, a certain YouTuber, kind of got, he, or she, how do I word this? They reached out to me and was like, yo, some people know this. I've talked to some people about it. I was like, yo, not saying I have cornered this market, viewers basically, but it's concerning that you are kind of doing like more focused on instant photography and some other stuff. and wanted to chat about it and see what's going on and why I'm doing it, type of thing. Felt like I was copying them. We chatted, everything ended fine, but that stopped me from making so much stuff that I wanted to make, and so I scrapped a lot of things. And then this year, about 6 months ago or so, I was like, you know what, screw that. They can't handle a little quote-unquote competition, which isn't, I don't even see that as competition. I see competition as an opportunity for collaboration. That's how I see that stuff. Not everyone does, but which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. I would love to collaborate with everyone. It's just room for making more fun content and interacting with you guys. So about 6 months ago, I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna do what I want. I'm not gonna let this person get under my skin. I'm not gonna let them hinder what I want to make and be creative. So, what was the point of this? Oh, the filters. That's what it was. The filters was something I was going to release last year and then scrapped it. I made all that stuff for last year's Halloween special. So this year I did it for Halloween special. And yeah, a lot of people liked it and thought it was really cool. And I think I'm going to, I'm more likely going to be doing a dedicated video just on those filter hacks. Because there's some other fun stuff that I left out that you could do. Like it's just right here. Faking your own duochrome. Here's a red one. It actually works really well. This is just photography gel. I just cut it into a shape of the indie filter, put it over your pack. You got yourself some fake red duochrome. It's pretty cool. You want to talk bonkers? I did a 12-hour live stream last year. Yeah. On this channel. It's not up anymore. I made a mistake. I knew I was doing what I was doing. You couldn't do. I used copyright music for one segment. It's still preloaded, actually. And I can't play it because it'll get taken down. But I thought it would just be muted for the live stream. No, they blocked the video after the live stream was over, so no one can watch it. I've clipped most of it. It's up on Patreon, but without that section. But you can't watch. I can't upload it and have anyone watch it in its entirety because of this one section that was in there that had copyrighted music. It was a Bruno Mars thing. Can I mute it, I wonder, and play it still? I'm pretty sure it's still loaded on my thing. But yeah, anyway, I did a 12-hour live stream. That was crazy. But I do love the option to interact. Exactly. Interacting is fun with you guys. I love doing it. I miss doing it. Friday is New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's definitely okay. It is Friday. Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for an update. Probably tomorrow. I'll make that final call because I gotta double check on my plans. I don't think I'm doing anything. Might as well do a fun New Year's live stream. Why not, right? That'll be the last thing I do this year too. Indeed. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I think you're talking about the video getting taken down. But yeah, that was fun. Me and a friend did that, and you can watch. I had people call in. If you guys remember that, I've done that on here before. Like Dave was on here before. He's not in here anymore, I don't think. How dare you leave me, Dave? But no, I'm just kidding. Noptop, I've had him call in and do interviews and stuff like that. And so during the live stream, I had a bunch of people just call in, interview them, talk to them a little bit, hang out for like hour segments. It was really fun, and that stuff you can watch. It's over on Patreon if you guys are interested. I don't think I have some of that stuff loaded anymore. God, I really want to show you that other thing. But me and a friend did it. We were raising some money for, unfortunately, a failed project. No, a shelved project, I should say. It's not failed. It's a shelved project. What do you think about business idea of lending instant film cameras to people who aren't sure about? Ooh, that would like to buy film and lend a couple of cameras to shoot with. That is really cool. There is a service for that for for digital cameras. So if I want to go rent a red cinema camera, like a red Scarlet or whatever, there's services for that, and you lend people your cameras, and you can do that. For instant photography, that'd be interesting. I don't see it being very successful unless it's part of like that service, like as a bonus add-on, and then you can just like give them some film with it too. You have to mark it up. I don't know how that would work, but I think you're onto something. There's something there. There's a way to finagle that into, I think, something that's already in existing to make it work. It'd be really cool. But sending like SLR cameras, that would be tough because I mean, if you're shipping that stuff constantly, like if you're shipping it local, depends on your area, but like I think you'd be shipping most of your stuff. That stuff could get, you know, jostle around and break pretty easily. I don't know. I think you're onto something. Yeah, I wish I could. I don't have the means. I don't have my computers over there. I don't have the means to do it. I don't have any admins on right now. What's up, Hurricane? What's going on? I got. What'd you got? I got instant camera recently. Nice. What'd you get? Oh, here we go. Instax Mini 7. Can't go wrong with that. That's pretty cool. Hey, by the way, guys, I'm showing you something cool that Dave sent me. It was sitting there. I've been wanting to talk about it for like the past hour. How long have we been live? Anyway, I don't even know. What time is it? Oh, man, we've been live for an hour and a half. That's why my mouth is so, like, dry. I've been, like, just sucking this down. I'm rusty. But anyway, Dave, a Nop Talk channel, every once in a while, like, I'll get a mysterious package in the mail from some weird name. And then this last time I got it, I'm like, who is this from? And it was from him, and he sent me this. I can't wait to do this video. This is going to be coming very soon. You ready for this? I present to you. It was a very short run attempt. Didn't last very long. But the Pop Shots. Polaroid's attempt at disposable cameras. Brand new in the package too. You get 10 shots and it uses like the Captiva, whatever, that film. And a $4 mail-in rebate. I wonder if Polaroid will still honor that. Not really. But basically what it is, you shoot your photos and then you're done. You take the camera, and I believe right on it, I'll have to open it and find out, it has like this prepaid thing you start in a mailbox and they would like ship it back to Polaroid. That's it. I can't wait to try this. I don't even know where he found this, but it's brand new. Low expectations of this actually working, but this is a video coming soon too. So shout out to you, Dave, for sending this. I'm excited to try it. What other cool stuff do I got coming down the pipeline? Instax love, definitely. There'll be some fun Instax coming this way. You have good tips for good photos. That's literally on my screen, on the post-it note. Do a video on how to take quote unquote better Instax photos or instant photography photos. The quick tip for you: make sure the sun, if you're outside, is behind you. Don't shoot directly into the sun, and make sure you're at least, you know, an arm and a half length away. That's the quick tip for you. I'll gladly be an admin for future streams. Just contact me. I'll let you know. Think about that. Since if I am going to be doing a lot more live streams, I'm going to need some little assistance. If Dave is here, make him admin. Yeah, he would be. I mean, I'd give it to him for sure, but I don't know if he would. Don't know if he'd want to. Does 35mm film expire the same way Instax film? No. Here's the thing about Instax or instant film and why it expires. It's not really necessarily the films that, well, let me back up a little bit. There's two elements to instant film. There's the film itself, right? Or for Instax, it's the back, right? The film itself. And then there's the developer. That's a chemical. This is what goes bad. The developer, that's what goes bad first. The film part of it could last 10 times longer than the actual developer. So in theory, if you had a pack of really 30-year-old film, and you took a photo and you didn't eject it, there's probably a way you could develop it yourself in a darkroom, and probably would work. I don't know what the process of that would be, but because it has its own wizardry and magicry to make it work because it's instant. But it's the developer. It comes down to that chemical. That's what goes bad and causes it to expire. But the film itself does go bad over time. So for 35 millimeter film, that film itself, it over time for sure will degrade, but it takes a lot longer for it to go bad. Because I've seen film from the 50s still being used and developed and coming out with results. Not necessarily amazing results, but still really good results. I just did earlier this year, probably in April, maybe. I did a video. I found a disposable camera from when I was a kid. It was easily over 20 years old, and it developed fine. It's pretty cool. Wow, I'm just rolled up in here. Welcome. I think yes, but much slower. Not sure though. Yeah. So you're talking about the expiration of film. Yeah. The film itself, it's just a different process, but it will eventually go bad. It's just a lot longer, and it's also how you store it and handle it as well. What's going on? How did I miss these? Okay, I don't want to miss these. Well, hello, Jasmine. Just want to pop in and say hi. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. What is my favorite instant camera? I did answer that a little bit earlier. But definitely going to be probably an SLR camera and the Stranger Things 1-Step 2 camera. It's pretty sweet. Those are really nice cameras. Should Polaroid I-type film be overexposed? No. Unless you're using that other weird camera we don't talk about here. It does it automatically. But... no, I tend to actually underexpose most of my shots, especially Instax film. Most of that, I automatically underexpose it. But for shooting I-type film, I just leave it right in the middle. I rarely adjust it. It seems to come out just fine. It really comes down to the camera and how the camera handles. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. Or should I meter for box speed? Yeah, just meter for the ISO or ASA. That's really what it is. Instant film can vary wildly, but I guess it depends on what camera you're using. Are you using outside of an instant camera, or you have an instant back for, like was it a Mamiya something? Was it the RB whatever? What's it called? Or a Hasselblad? I've seen people use those. Those are really sweet. I would love to have one of those. Any channels that show how to fix Polaroid cameras? I just looked at ones and brought the door film and less line. Any channels that there was some, but they're not doing them anymore. I don't know of any dedicated repair channels out there. I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, I would look up like Brooklyn Film Camera. I don't know if they do much YouTube stuff or videos, but I know they repair stuff. And that's more than likely where I'll be sending my SLR 680, aka Beast, to be repaired. But video-wise, I don't know of any off the top of my head. What's your favorite camera? Just in general of all time? Of all of the times? Outside of instant photography? Or just instant photography? Because my favorite camera, just like outside of instant photography, would probably be this camera up here. Right, there it is. There it is. And that is the Panasonic GH5. Man, that's been my go-to camera for, well, since it came out in 2017. Love that camera. Does everything I could possibly want. It's beautiful. It's funny because I have technically a more expensive camera that's supposed to be better. I paid $3,500 for that camera and I don't even use it. I should probably sell it and get like a pennies for what I paid for it now. But yeah, that's my favorite camera in that world. In stacks or in the photography or instant photography, like I said, it's gonna be one of these SLRs or the Stranger Things one. I'll get to you just in a minute, Dave. Do you have a favorite 600 box type? Yes, the Sun 660. That thing is amazing. I love that. It's basically a Polaroid now, just old school. Well, the original. It's got sonar, autofocus, and it has a flash. It's pretty sweet. I really like that one. The older ones that goes, but as I-type one, no one's asked me that, but Stranger Things themed I-type 1 step 2. What's your least favorite one? I think you all know what my least favorite instant photography camera is. We don't talk about it. I did a video on your favorite camera, and I had the same issues you had. I still love the camera though. Which one? The one we don't talk about? The one you don't talk about? That thing sucks. I've had, well, I'm trying to think, where did I leave off with? I ended up, I guess there is one more semi follow-up video, but there's not much to talk about. I let Polaroid know about that mysterious camera, and they're like, we didn't have that problem. That was pretty much it. So I didn't even respond. That's the final update on that, by the way. What camera did you buy? Oh, yeah. What did you buy, Jacob? Oh, the Spirit 600. Nice. I have that one. It's back there. If there's a Discord, I can show y'all. Yes, there is Discord. Link in the description. I need to make a little pip. I don't have a pip for it. Do develop instant photos fade away during time? This has like been I think a semi misconception in recent years. I have photos from when I was a kid. They're beautiful, crisp, like as if they were shot today. Now, I believe this whole like, oh, your photo's going to disappear in a couple of years, came from the Impossible Project film. And it was a little unstable and you weren't even guaranteed a photo type thing. And then they started to fade. I know if you leave them out in direct sunlight, they can fade or whatever. But no, your photos, in my experience, they will not disappear, especially like with this new formulas and they've got pretty locked down. I haven't experienced that. I guess time will tell, though. See what I did there? But maybe in 5 years we'll know for definitively. But no, I don't think we have to worry about that. Ooh, I like this one. What's my favorite TV show and movie? I think y'all can figure out which one of my favorite TV shows is or was. My Name is Earl. Come on. That's the intro to this channel. But I think my favorite TV show of all the times, that's like a close first. It's probably in second. But my favorite one is Psych. You guys like Psych? Ever heard of Psych? I'm a psycho. If you guys are fans of that show, you know what that means. My favorite movie of all time, though, will have to be... There he is. Right there. It's hard to tell. But Army of Darkness. Evil Dead, you know, that's Bruce Campbell. And he's sitting on the Iron Throne that I 3D printed. But that's my favorite movie of all time. There's another one back here. There he is. Right there. That's Rick. Not Rick. But anyway, that's Bruce right there. Yes, that one. Yeah. I just use it in manual mode. Even in manual mode, still don't have great luck with it. Oh, you guys, announcement. I'll make an announcement in a second. One thing I'm confused though is when you use the app, do I have to use the app shutter or can I use the shutter on the camera? Okay. Here's my theory. Not talking about this other camera, but this one, the 1 Step Plus. If you have the phone open and the app's open, like on and connected, and you have to use the button on the app for it to work. Now, if you turn the screen off, put the phone in your pocket, Bluetooth is still on, not connected to the phone anymore. This camera will store the information on it if the Bluetooth's on. I've wasted a whole pack of why my photos were like super dark inside with a flash on, and that's why. The new camera, I'm assuming it's the same thing. Real quick, the announcement that I was going to make, it's not official, but I'm really looking into going to PolaCon this coming year in March. I think it's March in San Francisco. So if you guys are going to be there, may get to hang out and shoot some photos in person. I'm trying to convince Dave here, Mr. Nop Top, to go with me. Let's go. Even though he's way farther away. If I drove, I'm only 9.5 hours away from San Francisco. He's like across the country. It would take a couple days. But I'm considering going. I think it'd be super fun. I've never actually done one of those before, and I think it'd be really cool. So if you guys are gonna be there or don't even know about it, I think Instant Film Society puts it on. It's called PolaCon. It's just a gathering, as I know, of instant photographers and just hang out and shoot photos. I think that's all it is. Maybe more. Maybe vendors. I don't know. I've never been. It seems cool though. But anyway, that's the announcement. I'm really considering making that happen. I'm more towards 90% going. Favorite instant photo shot of the year. That will be disclosed on my I guess Friday's live stream. I don't know. There's so many. There's a lot of them I took this year that were just so good. I tend to put them. Hang on. Let me see. I think I put them on some of these. I tend to put the good ones. On these. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. That one's pretty good too. Actually, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, that one's good. This isn't my favorite one, but pretty close. It's the motel one. I think that one came out pretty cool. I got lucky and got the actual frame. The color matched perfectly. Super cool. That's one of them. And then probably, actually, you know what? Maybe this one. Because I think it's funny. That one's fun. Yeah, these two are pretty freaking hilarious. There we go. But we'll be going over those on Friday. I'll be showing them all. Army of Darkness. Hell yeah. Hail to the King, baby. Hey, what's up, Stuart? Haven't seen you around in a while. What is going on, buddy? I have old pictures taken with the Impossible film from 2011, and they still look like they were shot. See? Misconception. They've been stored dry and mostly in the dark. Yeah. See, I think this is a giant misconception, and I think it started. This is just a theory of mine. This isn't obviously truthful of any kind. It's just personal theory. Because the original, Impossible stuff, some of that stuff was atrocious, and the photos were really faded when they first came out. Really bad. And I think maybe people thought that was, over time it became that, and people started thinking that it turned into that. I don't know, but that's just my personal thought. Could be wrong, but it's nice to know that they didn't fade. Even that stuff was kind of unstable, so it gives me hope about this new stuff. Oh, that one's already going here. Raimi is the GOAT. I mean, he's pretty good. Raimi's pretty good. He's aight. I do like him. He is pretty cool. We need something like PolaCon in Europe. You guys don't have anything like that? I mean, honestly, I've never been to any of them here, so I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, but I think it'll be super fun. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to start your own. Get on that. And then I'll come to Europe. I've never been to Europe. Yeah, I've never been there. I want to. There's some cool places I want to check out over there. I tend to try and travel 3 to 4 times a year. Last year, I met that. Yeah, I went to California mostly. Ugh. And going back to California again in March. Yeah, I went to San Francisco last year, actually. In January. Almost a year ago. And then I went to Ohio. That's the only other place I think I went last year. Outside of California. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'll get to hang out with a bunch of you guys. I don't know if any of you guys are going. Or even know about it. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But I'm pretty pumped. I'm trying to figure out if I should drive or fly. I guess it depends if what I can convince Dave, if you're still in the house there, buddy. If I can convince you to go. Here's what I'm thinking. You fly out, hang out with me, my place. We do our stuff here, and we could then drive. And you could fly out of San Fran if you want. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Visiting the factory. What factory? Oh, the Polaroid factory? That'd be cool. That'd be sweet. I mean, I would love to go check that out. I don't think they'll let me in, because I don't think Polaroid likes me. It's funny because they told me during the Zoom call that I did with them that I was the only one to have an issue with that camera. That's what they told me. Like, well, look at my comment section. There's a few people. There's a couple that are clearly having some issues. So, oh yeah, it is Polaroid. Yeah, it'd be really cool to check it out. I don't think that will invite me out there. I might have to sneak in. It'd be cool to check out Fuji. I don't see that happening either. I tried to get them to send me some stuff, like work with them as collaborate, but never heard back. But I mean, it's not anything on them. It's just because the channel isn't quite large enough. I used to have a large channel, like a really big one, and I was able to do some fun stuff with that. But I don't have it anymore. It kind of got taken away. But yeah, so I have to regrow it, which is it's going very well. We hit over 5,000 subs. So cool. Very, very cool. Goal for 2022 is to hit 10. Because this year was to hit 5. So let's see if we can hit 10 next year. That'd be really, really freaking sweet. I do have... What is it? I guess I can technically talk about it. I do have a couple sponsored videos coming up. First ones, actually, on the channel that I've accepted. We'll see how it goes. Laney, the printer. They want to continue working with me a lot more, and they're actually going to sponsor some stuff, which is makes me nervous, but also excited. They have some new products that they want to talk about and do some like comparisons and things, and I'm excited to work with them very much. But I've never done a sponsored video, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. There you go. Okay. I would love to hang out with you in San Fran, but I live in the UK. Oh man, so it's a bit of a challenge. But you can make it work. I think there are these things. I could be wrong. I might have to do some research. I might have to do some Googling. But there's these like transport things with like wings, and then like you get on them, and then they are hurled through the air at really high speeds. And then they land. And then same thing for the way back. They just chuck you back. Might be worth looking into. Also known as an airplane. Let's see if we can say this. One was a racehorse. Two was 2-1-1 race. 2-2-1-2. I can't say it. I failed. Yes, 5,000 subs. It's great. So cool. I know. It's great. I'm very, very excited, if you can't tell. I'm also getting tired. I have not done a live stream in a while, plus a long one. This is a long one. I forgot how much energy it takes to do these. What do you think about Peter Parker not being a photographer in the recent movies? Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but what I will say, let's see, how do I say this? Okay, so in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, there's the multiverse, right? That's been established, that exists. This one is just from a different universe, that he's just not a photographer. So I'm okay with that, because we already got the other ones as that. By the way, Garfield, he's my boy. That's my favorite one. I love him so much. Even though I grew up with Toby. Respect. Love it. But I don't know, something about Andrew Garfield's one really resonated with me. And I actually liked the second one. Okay? A lot of people didn't like that one. I liked it. Yes, they should not have put that many villains in there. They should have learned from their mistakes. But I still like that movie. It was great. But him not in the new one, like Tom Holland, not being a photographer, I appreciate them trying something new. I do. And even Tom Holland, I think he does a good job as Spider-Man, but he's my least favorite one. Got a dash. Peace out, Tom. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Hope you have a good rest of your night/day. You're in Netherlands, you said, right? Where are you at? It's like 2 a.m. there almost. Isn't that what you said? It's crazy. Sleep good. Yeah. See, that's what I do. I make points, and good ones. The Amazing Spider-Man movies are great. I know. I wish they made a third one. I'm so sad they didn't make a third one. So sad. But yeah, I love those movies. Spider-Man, he's just one of my favorite superheroes of all time anyway, so I just thoroughly enjoy that character. The new ones are good. They were fun. I've enjoyed them. Like in the very first Homecoming? Yeah, Homecoming. Did not see Vulture coming as the father. What happened to her? Did I miss something? Like, she just disappeared, that girl. After she was not in the third movie. She was in the second one. Was she? I think I need to watch the second one. Yeah, she was in the second one. What happened to her? She just disappeared. Anyway, but I think the third movie, though, the one that just came out with Tom Holland, favorite movie of this year. Hands down, favorite movie this year. There's been no movie I've watched this year that the entire movie had me on the... I experienced every emotion watching that movie. And there wasn't a dull moment. I thought, it's fan-freaking-tastic. Best movie this year. Possibly for a while. We'll see how good Top Gun will be. But anyway, we digress, shall we? Let's get back on topic. Favorite 35mm camera. That question there is really not something I would be the one to ask, because I have not used that many 35mm cameras. I grew up with 35mm. Actually, I grew up and I had a foot in both doors, analog and digital. But growing up, I never got to use any good cameras. It was always disposable cameras or simple point and shoot cameras. That's all we had. So I didn't really get to experience a professional level, manual control camera until last year, honestly. So I wouldn't be the one to talk to you about that. I've only got one, and it's the Nikkormat something. And it's been a great camera. It's fantastic. But yeah, that's all I got really to add to that. Not my realm. You have not seen... Oh, wait. She moved away with her mother at the end of Homecoming. Did she? How did I miss that? No, she didn't. Did she? Oh, she did. Who was the other girl then in the second... I gotta watch those again. In Far... What was the second one called? Far From Home? That was the new one. That was... I don't know. But there was a girl that he was smoozing on in the second one when they're in Europe. Was it? Maybe it was the same MJ. No, I don't remember. But you haven't seen the new one yet. See, I don't want to spoil anything. If you plan to see it, I would love to talk about it, but I'm not going to. Favorite hat? Well, favorite hat will be the one you released, Dave. I will wear a hat. My favorite hat. I don't know if I have a favorite hat. I'm trying to see where my hats are. Maybe my quarter digital one, I guess. It's over here, actually. I guess that one. I'm only wearing hats in recent days because I'm growing my hair out for a video. And it looks just disgusting. Look at that. So I'm kind of growing it out. So I'm just been wearing hats more lately. Because it's really bad. Yeah, but I think that's it. I think that's a good spot. I'll tease some stuff that I found. I'll leave it with this. Look at this. How cool is this? I know, I'm excited for pieces of plastic, film plastic. I got this at Michael's. I don't even know what it's technically for, but they measure 3x4. And I've been looking for sleeves for instant photos. Polaroid mainly. They don't exist that I know of. I've searched. But, check this out. They will fit in stack square. Look at this. It's upside down. Look at this. Look at that. It's almost perfect. I'm going to be doing videos on like Instax videos for like must-haves or cool things, and that's going to be one of them. This one was a failed thing, kind of, for Instax. I thought Instax Mini would fit in that frame. It does not. Unless you cut it. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to leave you with. Well, maybe one more thing I can leave you with. What do we got? I got weird stuff around here. I'm always making something. But I got these at Michael's. It wasn't too expensive, a few bucks. Just 50 of them. And I was really hoping these would fit for Polaroid. Obviously, I knew they wouldn't, but there were some other ones that were just way too big, and they wouldn't even fit Instax wide. And I found these, like, wait a minute, could these fit square? And they do. I don't even know what they're technically for. It just says archival bag. I don't know what it's for. I don't even know what's the size. Are there 3x4 photos you can print? Are there? That seems like a weird size. I don't know, but it fits the Instax square photos pretty well. I think I need to contact a company and have them custom made for Polaroid, or even like the top loaders for like the hard plastic ones for like baseball cards and basketball cards and Pokemon cards. One of those for Polaroids. I think that would be freaking sweet. That'd be sweet. I try my best. I do what I can. I do what I can. But I think I'll leave you there. You guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. And take last chance. Get your book. Or my book. It can be yours, and it'll be signed. And I'll have a custom stamp put in there if you're into that sort of thing. And yeah, it helps support the channel. And I'm not going to be doing any more of these. This is a one and done run. For now, anyway. Who knows? Sometimes I like to bring back stuff from like a couple years ago. Maybe you won't see it again. But this is volume 1. I do plan on doing volume 2 because there's so much I left out. I had a blast making this. It took me about a year to make. Just drove around my town, found some cool spots, some places. Let's open a random page, shall we? Ooh, skippers. That's pretty cool. Let's open another one, shall we? What do we got? Ooh, 3 Monkeys as a bar in the town. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, you can pick yours up. And I've got a couple of these left of the original book. Link in the description if you want to pick this stuff up. And support the show and just have something cool sent to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. I'll probably see you Friday. Be on the lookout for that live stream. Going over photos, hang out. The New Year's stream. I'll announce that with the times tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Ireland. That's a place I want to go. That's on my list. One day. Alright guys, where's my button? There it is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'll get out there. Make some art.